Hi, we are Voidex 3.0, a group of students from NUS. Living in the digital age, our Voidex spaces are gradually losing their old charm where people would use them to chat with neighbours or play with each other. We want to introduce technology to revitalize our Voidex spaces, which were treasured through the generations. We plan to introduce Food Grab, a motion sensing game for the residents in Voidex spaces of Tampines Block 846, so as to educate and promote healthy living as well as foster intergenerational community bonding. In the beginning, we went through many different ideas as to how we would like to incorporate technology into Voidex spaces. One of our initial ideas was to introduce holographic events through the use of mixed reality technology of the HoloLens. In order to find out if residents were receptive to our ideas, we headed down to interview a few of them, coming from diverse backgrounds and age groups within the neighbourhood. We asked about the views on the usage of Voidex spaces today, their opinions on the implementation of technology to Voidex, and what the areas of interest were. We also interviewed members of Tampanesville RC to get a better understanding of the community which we are engaged with, to understand their needs and their views on our project. We summarized our findings into 4 key takeaways. Firstly, we recognize the need to bridge the intergenerational gap between the young and old residents. However, we see technology instead as an opportunity to provide a common platform that brings them together closer, with the tech-savvy younger generation assisting the older generation in enjoying the game experience together. Secondly, the residents expressed interest in both healthcare and food-related events. It appears that the older residents have rising concerns about their health as they age. Thirdly, residents prefer experiences which are physical in nature, as technology is often less intimate, killing the human touch. Lastly, budgetary concerns have been raised by the RC. The technology has to be feasible, affordable, and easily proliferated, with the focus being to allow more people to be able to enjoy the game concurrently. With these considerations in mind, we refined our objectives to introduce virtual projection events in Voidex through the use of motion sensing technology to provide healthy living and foster intergenerational community bonding. Our teams of 5 comes from diverse majors, ranging from architecture to computing. This variety of skill sets brought in multiple perspectives and ideas to our project scope and direction. On the Community Engagements Day, the Tampanesville RC invited many residents down as volunteers to participate in the event. There were a total of 6 resident volunteers, 5 seniors and 1 young. 1 player is allowed into the play zone at each game instance. We provided seats surrounding a play zone for the audience to sit and rest and chat with the other neighbours present. The audience response was generally enthusiastic. They were very receptive to the idea and were very keen to try out the game for themselves. Many residents are actively engaged in conversation over the game as they watch over the players, often cheering them on. here is the site before our intervention, and here is it after our intervention. We hope that our project will increase the community presence once again in the void decks, from not just the old, but also the young. Through the health facts displayed in our game, residents will have improved knowledge on food nutrition and lifestyle choices. And we hope that Food Grab is able to actively engage its players physically, allowing our residents, old and young, to get moving for health and fitness. Some residents have said that after a few rounds of the game, they feel tired from standing and moving their arms. We can proudly say that we have achieved our objective of promoting movement and fitness through our game. On the flip side, physical exertion required by the game might discourage some seniors from attempting the game. Hence, we decided that we will adjust the game not only to play standing, but also while sitting, making the game a little less strenuous. The RC has also expressed the potential to cater the game to wheelchair-bound residents, which is a fair proportion of the residents in the neighbourhood. The game will also be able to engage their caregivers too, making Food Grab an inclusive game for all residents. The RC regularly schedules events for the residents, such as singing or board game sessions. We will continue to collaborate with the RC to include Food Grab into the existing activity schedule to make the game a regular occurrence while allowing the schedule to still be flexible based on the RC and the residents' needs. Lastly, we envision the game to be adapted and expanded upon to include other themes such that the experience never gets dull. The use of the projector may not be limited to only Food Grab, opening up a wide range of fresh new activities in the schedule lineup, such as movie screenings or karaoke sessions at Void Deck. We hope that the residents, both old and young, can come together to recreate the Void Deck that we know and used to love. Thank you very much. We are thankful for the partnerships that we have forged with our various stakeholders. Without their professional help and advice, our project would have never reached completion.